Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to the second episode of Going Medieval, which originally aired live on Twitch. And I'm going to dig up the stairs next to it. Marauder is planting barley. That will be for booze. And herbs. Herbs is both medicine and an ingredient that goes into booze. And he's also planted some birch trees. All right, Rob, I think I'm going to hijack you here so that we can get a table to eat on. Now, real estate indoors for right now is pretty slim, so I have the shrine stuff, the backgammon, everything's outside. Ooh, there we go. Construction 13. Because eating on a table is a mood buff. And, well, I want to be good to my people. Nope, keep doing it. Now in here, I think what I'm going to do is let's create a regular stockpile and put books in here. Just books. That way our research won't decay in our general stockpiles outside. And Gray, you're going to be responsible for hauling that. Oh, no, you're asleep. All right, so here we go. We have some roasted meat and stew piles. And we've got stairs that will eventually go down so that we can make use of the colder temperatures that are underground. Much like RimWorld, yes, you do have a certain amount of days until you get your first raid, and it will your first raid it will tell you because it will be someone seeking shelter. So it will be very, very obvious that they're going to cause a raid because they're being chased by bandits. Now, unlike RimWorld, I don't think there's a way to only harvest full-grown trees unless I haven't found it yet. So you just have to individually click them, and then H is the hotkey to cut them down. But it also looks like I am low on meat. I don't really want to hunt a wolf, so here we go. Hunt those 2 deer. I don't believe that you can capture people to persuade them to join. Bandits are bandits are bandits, is what the game would tell you. Now that we have furniture furniture researched, today I will also, well, no. I'm going to leave those beds there because I think I'm actually going to move the bedroom. All right, Marauder, you're hunting. I want to watch him hunt. He's a 15 marksman with pretty good animal handling skills, so he should hunt pretty effectively. See, here he is. Oh, and he missed. And as you can see, they run away. Where'd the other ones go? Here, let me do a giant drag cancel. There. Hunt the one that's in the hole. It can't run from you. Actually, can I even get down there? Never mind. I don't know how it got down there, but Bambi lives to see another day. I don't have an affiliate link for this. No. This isn't sponsored. I'm playing this because I want to. Alright. The construction here is red because I ran out of lumber. Marauder is our tree cutter. He's our feller. And he's currently hunting, so that means, well, no, he's actually planting trees. Look at him. True forester. And now they're using the tables, and they're smiling about that. Food reserves are low. So there's also just wild mushrooms and things like that that you can harvest. So let's go harvest. Before you harvest stuff like this, make sure it is ripe. It's, as you can see, there's different growing stages. So flowering, spoiled, flowering, ripe. Not everything is going to be immediately harvestable. So make sure you only harvest what is ripe. Otherwise, it's a bit of a waste. And more research is available. So let's queue this up for you all. Smelting, preserving food, stone cutting, or brewing is what I will pick from the list. All right, here I should take books off so we actually haul them away. And then let's also take herbs and healing kits off and mechanical components off so they aren't decaying. There we go. So this stuff is a little bit more resilient. Not so much the cabbage. Actually, the cabbage here, this whole stockpile also should not contain food, carcasses, because this would be better suited to be over in our kitchen. And then textiles will be stored in here too. Gray, could you haul the textiles over? Textiles, yes, and textiles, no. There's not really priority stockpiles. You know, all stockpiles are kind of the same. There's not, you know, higher priority ones. So it's a little trickier to arrange your stockpiles. So it's not like RimWorld in that way. All right, Marauder, what are you working on? You're harvesting resources? Yeah, you're picking berries. So these berries here, red currant, can become rough wine. You can brew it, or you can cook with it. And then the mushrooms are also a food source. You can definitely scavenge for a lot of food. And you guys want me to preserve my food next. So, got it. And that unlocks, let me show you. It unlocks smokehouses. Limestone or clay-based smokehouses. Now, these smokehouse can't be placed in your kitchen. Otherwise, your kitchen won't be a kitchen. And I want to build that on the second story, which means cutting down trees and, well, sounds like I'm already doing that. Also, you can immediately see the benefit of the benefit provided by the 2 shrines and the table, as Gray and Marauder are happy, they're merry, and therefore they're working faster and more productively, which is really good. Welcome, Mike. I'm glad that you could catch your first stream ever. Okay, butchering more deer. Hey, Rob, hold up. Build the back end table. Now, it's important that you start planting trees early on, because if you don't, you're probably not going to get to a point where you truly deforest everything, but you're definitely going to make it harder to grow later on, unless, of course, you're going exclusively for clay or stone or something like that. And Terra Kittens, thanks to the resub as well. I don't think any of my sound alerts is working. I don't know why, but sometimes it breaks. Oh no, I could hear that. Thanks. Hey Yoda. They're subbing for you, not for me. All right, I think what I'm going to do is put some birch trees back here. You can cluster them together so that they're next to one another. I just think it's a little uglier if you do that. So I like to space them out. But I'm going to plop some birch trees back here for later so that I have stuff to harvest. Oops. Later on. That's probably enough for now. So here's my smokehouse that I got, and then here is the wooden hay bed and wooden chair that I got. And Rob, build up your defenses. Yes, that is a good warning. This has a production speed reduction because it's outside and in the rain. Okay, I'm actually going to cancel this window because he's being annoying. Haul the meat outside the window. Yes, there you go. Like magic. And then duplicate the window. I'd like to put this building inside, but it's not actually going to be inside. Well, yeah, seeing how much hay that is around me, I will put a temporary roof on this thing. I wasn't planning on it, but there's so much hay grass, as you can see, around that I can have a temporary roof and it won't be that penalizing. Where are you going? Oh my god, what? Oh, yes, because Marauder shot it but never hauled it. Alright, let me fix that. Stockpile. This will be for corpses. Or carcasses. So, here is the first quest, or whatever you want to call it. Whether it's the third coming, whether it was the third coming seeking a poor sinner to make an example of, or some other zealots, was unclear. John raved about religion, torture, escape, but the details were confused. Would you give them refuge? Danger might ensue. So, I have two options here. And I'll have you vote on it, but I'll read the options. So, we can shut him out and get a negative mood modifier of denying him refuge. Or we can allow him to join. And he is... Okay, so he is a sloth and a glutton. But he's pretty. He's handsome. His name is John Kirk, the Loyal Monk. He has pretty good intellectual skill, pretty good medicine skill. He has a passion in melee, pretty good skills in botany. Not the best perks ever. And then if we allow him to join, it means that third coming pillagers will be coming for him. So he's not necessarily the most capable. I see that the poll's blocking that. He's not the most capable, but you all want him, or at least 75%. So Yodaville's inhabitants have decided to help him. So here he is. Did you show up naked too? No, you... Well, okay. Yeah, like a little naked? Okay, yeah, you have flimsy shackles on. Okay, interesting. And then his traits here, the ones that haven't, is somnolent, which is that he sleeps a lot more, and then gluttonous, he has increased appetite, but he's also winsome. Everyone loved John because he's beautiful. He's a beautiful man to behold, much like this little guy. Yeah, you, buddy, you. Okay, and here I have 20 hours until enemies are coming. All right, John. I also want you to grab a spear. You're a little naked, which is confusing and frightening. But you'll be armed naked. Hi, Tusky. Yeah, there's a wild tusk right here. So here's the tutorial for mood. I've pretty much covered this already, and the tutorial for equipment, I've covered that as well. So, just going to close them. All right, John. So John now has a spear, and he's hungry. I also built a fourth bed, so he will have a place to sleep and rest his head. And then as soon as he lays down, I will tend to him with some dock. let's go through his jobs, and then, of course, I'm going to assign him to one of you guys, and you can rename him. So, if you would like John, all you got to do is type something in the chat, and you will be eligible for John if you're a sub. What I'm going to do is, let's say, John, convalesce, please, which sends him to the bed. But as you can see, everybody else is merry right now. We are very, very, very happy. So, Marauder, I think... Yeah, Marauder is the one with the desire for medicine training. So I'm going to have Marauder heal him. As you can see, Marauder is grabbing one of these simple healing kits and applying it. Bandages. And then... Oh. That's nasty. He has a whipped back. John was whipped, which lowers his movement speed and reduces his evasion. And it's he's been seriously whipped. Damn. But as we lay here, our hit point recovery is 200%, our wound regeneration is 50%. So I'm going to have him just relax. I'm going to have him just chill, because he's been through some stuff. And I'm not going to make demands of him at the moment. I'm going to let him just relax. I'm also going to raise my food meals up to 8. Do until I have 8. Because we have one more mouth to feed. Here's Marauder planting up trees. Remove the chains when I can. So the flimsy shackles on him aren't going to be a problem, but I guess I could put tailoring up. Let's see, do we have any good... No one in this group tailors. Well, the people coming to try to kill him will steal their clothes. That's how it works, right? Alright, I think what I'm going to do is have Rob stop cooking so much so I can start building again. Where are you? No more cooking. No more cooking. No more cooking. What? Building has no stability. Yes, it does not. Alright, for the channel port redemptions, that's a good call. I now have it open for people to submit their own ideas. And I have 12 hours until the enemies come. So it's going to be like 9 a.m. tomorrow or something like that. Come on. Build more than one at a time. You're killing me, Rob. John's also a good lumberjack, so this will be very, very helpful sourcing wood as building materials. And research. So, let me poll you all about research. Shall we? Next, research. We have got tailoring. Now, to note, no one has good tailoring skills. Brewing. Stone, clay, or wooden weaponry. I'm not entirely sure that we have anyone that can do wooden weaponry. Let me check. Carpentry? No, we have a carpenter. Gray is a pretty decent carpenter. Not a passion in it, but that's fine. Well, let me keep going up with the birch trees. My little tree nursery back here. Alright, that looks good. One more. Beautiful tree nursery. I love it. I know, uncomfortable bed. I'll be fixing that soon. It's just, you'll live without it. I know I can build trees next to each other. I just don't like it. But I am aware of that. It just looks weird. Gray Notley, intellectual 30. Man, you a true brainiac. Whew. All right, Rob's finally building. That's going to make cooking a little bit more easy. And enemies are coming, so they are imminent. Meaning any moment now, an enemy raid should... here it is. Violent extortionists. The Zealots demanded that you relinquish John immediately, to be burned at the stake or possibly flayed alive for the manifold sins. God's will should be done. They were authorized to kill. So, here we go. I will research stone next, but after this, I'm going to raffle him off if we're keeping him. So either I can surrender him back for a negative mood modifier. This pole here, the pole is still up. I mean, is there a better place? Maybe here. Let me move the other pole too. There's actually technically two poles. Okay. Or I can be defiant and resist their demands, and third coming pillagers will show up to try to kill me, but I will be happy that I tried to defend him. So you all, vast majority say defend him. So we're going to take up arms, and here is the little tutorial about drafting. It's just like RimWorld, but you draft characters to be able to directly control them, and then you can position them how you see fit. So we have got Eomer, Dale, ooh, Dale, that is some nice clothing, and Senwolf here. Also now, John is officially one of us, as we have decided to protect him. So, congratulations, Spraxis. Yeah, if you want to pick a name for John, feel free. But for right now, Spraxis will be his name. So the raid prepares a while. They're not going to necessarily attack me immediately, but then another thing to note is, and let me grab Gray as soon as, well, actually I'm going to draft Gray right now. So if I right click on them, I can kind of see the path that they are likely to take. So it looks like it's completely flat to this point. So they are going to attack me here. I can pretty much guarantee that that will be their point of entry. Spraxis works. Okie dokie. Well, Spraxis, you somnolent, gluttonous sinner, it's time to kill your captors. As you can see, they don't have any range, so a ranged fight is, you know, that's good for me. And they started their attack. So let's go ahead. You can draft them by dragging like this, or grab them on their portraits. Draft, and... Yeah, I'm just going to defend my territory. If I had walls up and everything, I could fall back and try to get the high ground somewhere, but I think I'm just going to take them head on, as Rob is unbelievably good at brawling. He's a very, very capable meleeer. I don't think I'll have much of an issue. Actually, Spraxis is pretty good too. Yeah, I don't have enough time. I was wondering if I could get up here for a height advantage, but I can't. People are saying that the bonds are a mood debuff. Yes, chained up minus 16. Let me lose them then. Bye-bye, Shackles. And then Spraxis is happier. Thanks for the heads up there. All right, so here's Eomer and Dale. Gray and Marauder are gonna let loose. Well, I don't know what you're shooting at, but it certainly wasn't Dale. None of that. Oh, Eomer. I got a crit there. That's a critical hit. As soon as Dale dies, they're gonna flee. And there we are. The beleaguered settlers came under attack spring of 1351. Their ordeal continued for 2 hours and 48 minutes. Mercifully, all settlers survived the raid. 2 sworn enemies died during the fight. Rob Harrison was the bravest of the settlers, dealing the most blows to the foe. Sparaxis Kirk took the most damage from the enemy, thinking only of defending Yodaville in its hour of need. Rob Harrison blocked the most hits. It should be recorded. All right, so I do have him falling back. He has a whipped back from before. He now has a bruised leg, a minor leg laceration, and a minor face laceration. Oh, you're a real looker. But I don't take too kindly to these cultists. So, oh, boom! What's up? Who shot that? Oh, that was a good shot. So now we have 3 very naked guys and their gear. I'm going to be hauling their gear back to my base. Now, the gear that they have is mostly flimsy crap and comes with their own mood penalties. But another thing I'm going to do is to construct a pyre. This pyre is to burn the corpses of the slain. You can tell they're dead because their gear fell off. Yes. Yes, indeed. All right, so Sparaxis, yeah, we'll heal you up in just a second here. You're just getting yourself drunk first. Yep, that's the way to do. All right, Marauder, you want to be a doctor, so how about you do this? Tend his wound. No, not you, Gray. Stop it. Marauder's doing it. Gray, go away. And you all voted that stone cutting be done. So one thing I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to build like a crafting room soon. All right, Rob, you're getting resources for construction. Okay, he is building again. Good. Good. And here's the stonemason bench for cutting stones. And you are building the funeral pyre. Bye, Tusky. And his whipped back needs tending again. Man, he is a mess. The submit goal isn't unlocked? That's weird. Oh, it's not even enabled. Well, that would be it. There we go. So now he's been tended. All right, here at the lovely funeral pyre, we are going to burn corpses forever. I am going to burn it with sticks, not wood or coal. And you want me to wall up as a redemption? All right. Now, if I'm going to be walling up, there's no point in walling up as long as I have these ramps everywhere. So part of the wall up process is going to be, maybe I can leave this ramp. That will be in front of the wall. But, I'm going to need to remove these ramps. That one I built myself. So there are some mining tasks that need doing for a wall to be functional. More research is available. I'm just going to decide to get brewing. And this staircase should go up. Blocked by thatch roof. Yes, you are. I did mention that this was a temporary building here. And it is. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to build doors here and walls. And then this area here is going to be some cooking, brewing, and the like. I'll probably put the brewing station and the smokehouse in here. So that up top we'll have a great hall for eating. But the brewing station and the smokehouse needs to be physically separated from the kitchen because kitchens aren't allowed to have those things. Nice. So, yep. Everything looks good. And all but one are sleeping. I should also queue up some additional hunting. So that we can keep feeding everyone. Wonder. Oh, here's a wolf. Woof. I don't think animal taming is a thing, Shellbell, so I'm going to reject that. I don't think it's in yet. No need to be sorry. You didn't know. Yeah, as you can see here, there's no animal. I mean, I could be wrong. I haven't found it. I'll put it that way. Ooh, Spraxis is, wow. He's healing quick. Oh, other things I need to do is, yeah, you should eat meals only. And then Spraxis, let's see, which is the better clothes? 45 hit points, 29 hit points. Ugh, they both are really bad. Settlers are starving. That's just because my cooking skill was deprioritized. But don't you worry. We're back on it. Did you only cook enough for yourself and then you stopped? I think that's true. Legendary. All right. Spraxis, how about you help haul sticks to the stockpile? And then I would like to finish the... Go. Culinary leveling up. I'd like to build this area. Oh, Marauder must be hunting you, because you are hopping through my territory quick. Dang. Alright. For the burned bodies, Gray, how about I make you do it? I'm going to make you craft at high priority. So you can help me get rid of those corpses. Alright, there we are. Marauders cutting down trees for construction because I was just about out of it. It does take a little while for bodies to burn. It's not an instant process, but we'll... Oh, here Marauder's removing some of the ramps. Nice. And the back dirt ramp is already removed. As you can see, here's the remaining clay. This ramp I'm going to leave in. I'll destroy it once I feel ready. Spraxis, you should not be... Actually, no, you're a pretty good researcher. I take that back. I'll allow it. I should build another research table eventually, but I have other construction projects that are more pressing at the moment. So here's another thing that I want to do is the root cellar, because that's going to prevent the food rot. And let me update my current project. Build root cellar. That's a very, very important project to build, especially heading in towards summer, because otherwise your food is just going to be in a constant state of decay. Very, very annoying. All right, Rob, you are still building. No, I think you're butchering. Oh, more research available, but I'm going to let my research queue up a bit higher. Is this 3D Wormworld? Oh, yeah, more or less. More or less. Okay, we have 4 out of 4 people joyful. That means that despite not having individual bedrooms or higher quality beds or anything like that, I'm not suffering really any penalties as these guys are happy. But food stocks are low. Yes, I can see that. I think they're actually higher than they're reporting, because I have 62 meat, but only 23 of it is in stockpiles. All right, so I do have some things to poll on. So let me do this. Viewer suggested projects. So this won't necessarily take priority, but it will be on the back burner. So wall up the entrance. Build better beds. Build a barracks. Build a stone keep tower. Mine clay for construction. Or build a bridge and gate. So here's the thing. Not to nix ideas, but if I do build a bridge or gate, the bridge or gate is just inevitably going to get attacked by the enemies. So you can have bridges over moats and the like, but you do need archer towers to protect it. All right, who else constructs? You know what I'm going to do? Spraxis, you're going to be my my cook. Rob, you are released from cooking. Spraxis will do it, and you will do construction. All right, let's try to get the brewery set up, because all of my guys right now are happy, but they do probably have a thirst. They're going to be building up a thirst. Where they're going to want booze or they'll complain. There we go. Rob is now building again. So here's the stair that will go up. And let me deconstruct this thatch roof that was always temporary. Rob, where are you? And then Gray, I'm going to take you off of hauling so you can go back and research. And then I'll put Spraxis on hauling. So Spraxis, you're going to be cooking and hauling for me. No research. And I think he's full health now. Yeah, he doesn't have any injuries. A little bit of a stomach bug, but no injuries. There's my first batch of cabbage. All right. At this point, Rob, yeah, finish this off. It probably would help if I had some windows. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because these also produce heat. Wait, why is Marauder cooking? Okay. He's cooking, but he's... because he has nothing better to do, I suppose. Haul then, Marauder. So here's the brewery station that we're getting built. I think we just are starting to burn the last corpse of the last raider that died. Here we go. Burn. Burn the bodies! Yeah. Yeah. All right. You ain't be whipping my people. Get out of here with that stupid religious violence. Whatever it was. I don't even know why they were whipping them. Hey, hydrate. These doors here, I'm going to keep open. Really no point in closing them. It's just to separate these two rooms apart from one another. The next big research I really want is cooking, so I'm not even going to pull for this because I can't have a kitchen until I have a stove. So that is a big project. And the poll says build better beds. All right. Settlers are exhausted. Sorry, Spraxis. You're doing a really good job, though. I mean, look at all the food I have. Yeah, this game does have a saw corpse debuff. Let's see if I can find someone that saw a corpse. Yep. There it is. Saw a dead body. 3 more research for cooking. So, here's a big thing. I am going to remove this little hill so that I can build here because it's in my way. What does it say to store dead bodies? Well, I'm just burning the dead bodies on a pyre and turning them to ash. And ash is actually a useful building material, so it's a good thing. Oh, I wish I had a second constructor. Too much falls upon the shoulders of Rob. Come on, Rob. I know you're merry, but get going. All right. Another thing I'd like to do is work on the root cellar, and that will be a digging job. So who is my miner? Unfortunately, it's Rob. Oh, God. Well, Gray mines too. So Gray, I'm going to wait until I have cooking research done, and then take Gray off of research to put her on mining. Yeah, Rob's running everywhere to build these things. But here we go. We have a brewer, and I'm going to queue up rough wine to be made forever. Rough wine is made out of red currant, and let's make sure that we have enough red currant so as to feed our need for wine. So red currant is just these little these berries here, and I'm just trying to tag the ones that are ripe, not ripening. Did that with mine own eyes. And there we go. Now we have a smokehouse. So one of the things I could do is I can also smoke all the meats so that they don't spoil as fast. It doesn't make for very good meals, but it will keep the food from spoiling. One other thing is stewardship. I'm going to have as a one task. Stewardship is like flicking things, leaving doors open and whatnot. There we go. Is there double beds? Not that I know of, no. Let's see. No, I don't think so. And furniture too, no, just bigger tables. Whoa, look at all that red currant. Okay, so the ground floor of the mead and butchery hall is nearly done. Cooking is researched, which means Gray, you're going to go on to mining. And then, I want to make a hearth. Now, the thing about this is the hearth, I forgot about this. The hearth requires iron ingots, so I need smelting too. So Gray, go back to research. I lied. And Rob, where are you? You are grabbing wood. Good. We're almost done walling this up. No, build that. I need to clear the area. Oh. Okay, so let's put another floor here. And this floor is going to be my grand hall. It's going to be like where everybody eats. I probably... So the grand hall here needs to be an area of 50. So I'm not going to have the whole thing. I'm probably... Here's what I'm going to do. I am going to double click. No. Fine. I'm going to cancel this. This doesn't need to be meat hall. This is large enough to be the meat hall. If I want to put something on the roof here, I can, you know, in the future, I can always renovate it. Let's put some windows. And then we'll do a thatched roof. 2-tier thatched roof. And I can't build the latch thatch because this wall's missing. But we'll move that wood pile eventually. Oh, okay. Or it will get flung. And then another thing I'm going to need to do is, because there's a staircase between the bottom floor and the top floor, I'm going to need to put a door here to differentiate this physical space from the kitchen so that it can be its own space. So this is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 2 is 50. Oh, it is literally just as big as it needs to be. Because it needs to be 50 large to be a great hall, and it's exactly 50 cells. Okay, Marauder finally moved that. Thank you. And my root cellar is still not dug up because I repurposed gray for research. Okay. You like the great hall design above the butchery and the stove? Yeah. Once I get more population, more resources, more people, more time to defend myself, I can do grander and grander designs. But for starters, you know, it's going to be very basic. Gotta start small. Eventually you go big, but gotta start small. Construction now level 18. And this whole time, we've also been brewing and fermenting rough wine. I don't think we've been smoking much meat, though. So I'm going to wait until we have 30 Chronicles to unlock Smelting. And one of the things we can do is, even though we don't have iron yet, I can melt down the crappy weapons that these guys came to murder me with. Why no door to the smokehouse? Oh, I could add one. Whoa. Okay. I teleported. There. A door straight to the smokehouse. What's my review so far? So my review so far is it has a lot of potential. Definitely has a lot of potential. It stole a pretty ridiculous amount of game mechanics straight from RimWorld. The jobs looks identical to RimWorld. The schedule looks identical to RimWorld. The management looks frighteningly similar to RimWorld. The research looks just about identical to RimWorld. Granted, it has slightly different mechanics. As you build up chronicles, you build up books instead of like just research at a station. The construction, like everything, is very RimWorld-esque. But with that said, it is also very similar to Stone Hearth, and it has some mechanics of its own. I guess what I'm most excited about is to see how it develops. I will say, I don't think it is the next RimWorld, but I do think that it's fun. So, you know, I would give it a 7 or an 8, somewhere around there. Mostly higher marks for what's on the roadmap. In the game in its current state, it's fun, but it certainly lacks depth. So if, let's say, the developers pulled out and stopped entirely today, it wouldn't be a 7. I'll put it that way. All right, come on, Rob. All right, so Spraxis and Marauder, they're helping to haul wood. It also looks like I need to cut down some more trees. Pretty informative. Yeah, if you have any questions, of course, feel free to ask. I haven't logged too many hours. I've probably logged a few dozen in this game, so I'm certainly no expert, but I have existed in and played a little bit further than just today, because obviously it released 9 hours ago, but I've have more than 9 hours logged. Like ya do sometimes. I know you were asking me about connections to Vic 3, and well, I don't have any connections to Paradox, but sometimes indie companies will reach out. But I actually bought this copy. This is not sponsored. So the Great Hall here is a really good way to keep your people happy. So let's cover what is needed. You need at least one wooden table, medium, large, quality table, something like that. You need 6 chairs or stools. You need 8 banners, and banners is in this research tree. And then you need 4 wall torches. And that's it. And the net result is that people, much like how a good dining room in RimWorld provides a benefit, that's exactly what the Great Hall does for this game. Okay, we are getting pretty close to smelting. Now, the problem with smelting is I don't actually have a place for the smelter, so I think I'm going to probably build more than one smelter. Can you move furniture? Sadly, no. You can only break it. But you do get more back than you would in RimWorld, so there is a better refund mechanic, I suppose. You know what I'm also going to do with this Great Hall? I'm going to give it a balcony. Because why not? That doesn't look right. Those are so these here, if you're wondering, are like the equivalent of sandbag cover, and that looked terrible. So let me try fences instead. Nope. Ugh, I didn't mean to do that. Stop. Yeah, fences look a little jank. You know what I could do instead? Is allow people to enter through the balcony. Straight up to the second floor. This balcony is not for, like, security purposes, so, you know, why not? Look at the variant. Let's see. Oh yeah, there is a variant here that looks, well, okay. The problem is it has this the weird stuff that juts down, right? It doesn't look right. It would work on the top of a castle. It is not going to work here for fencing, balcony fencing. So I'm going to leave it out. But the fence corners, I'm sure you were talking about those variants. Yeah, that will work. Yeah. And Marauder's still cutting down trees. Here, let me do some hunting. So yeah, as you can see, we've significantly deforested the world here, and we're not even that close to like having a lot built. So it is slow burn, right? It does take a while to build up the resources to get the stuff that you want. It doesn't happen overnight, which is why, you know, I'm not taking too many projects at once. But I will try to get them better beds next chance I get. All right, so here we go, smelting. So here's the smelter. I'm going to make it out of clay. I'm going to stick this smelter here because I don't really care. And then we'll be able to get some iron out of the flimsy equipment that the raiders had to try to kill me with, which would then unlock my stove. I'm also going to put a stone mason bench here as well, so I can have a limestone hearth instead of just a clay hearth. It'll look a little nicer. Statistically, it's not any different. It's just aesthetics. Now, the only way to my little peninsula, plateau, or, yeah, plateau, right? Mesa, something like that, is this built staircase, and this clay one, and then, of course, this path. Did we get the beds done? Not yet, not yet. Fish Hill? Yeah, it's like Fish Hill, right? We're working on it. I'm building the hall and the brew hall first. But I only have 24 wood left. I think I have a lot of, yeah, I have a lot of wood out here. I have 300 and something wood out there. Poor Rob, man. He needs some help. He's doing a good job, though. So there we go. There's our little balcony with side access. And Rob is throwing the roof on. How's my food situation? I have a few meals. Yeah, I'm doing all right. It'd be great. All right, I'm going to do these two decorative banners and structures, and then I'm going to have Gray start digging for me. I can also do some flourishing touches eventually, like lining up windows and the like, for those that are bothered by the window lineup. Oh, Marauder's already doing the digging. You've been watching Going Medieval which originally aired live on Twitch. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of Going Medieval or any of the other games I play, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. Thank you so very much for watching. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell,